as per your perspective, what is different or what India stands out for and what makes it different from the other countries that you have visited?
Everything's always running. People are always up and working all hours of the day. And there's just always that buzz of activity. And I feel like that's really unique from all the places that I've visited before.
A lot of students are looking to study abroad these days. What is your perspective on them studying abroad, exploring the opportunities abroad, and still trying to be connected to the Indian culture?
There's no denying that foreign opportunities to study, engage with culture, network, and get an actual education from outside of India, that there are a lot of benefits to that. There's a lot to experience that's kind of fun and flashy, but there's also a lot to learn about culture and perspectives and different ways of thinking about things.
What role is EdLink playing in shaping the future of Indian students, and what will be the contributions of EdLink to make a Viksit Bharat by 2047?
Something that's very important to us is not just checking the boxes, but really trying to help prepare students and their families. All of that knowledge and that wealth of information and just the value of the exchange globally in the university context and research and things like that. That bringing those things back here only benefits the way that India is trying to continue moving forward as a fully developed community.
Hello everyone, welcome to EdLink Study Abroad's YouTube channel and I'm Abha, your favorite study abroad counselor. So आज हम आपके लिए ले आए हैं एक direct perspective about studying abroad and studying in USA, and this will be covered by Mr. Drew Brandon, who is our director at EdLink. He's working with EdLink since approximately 7 years and he has a very good experience of staying in US, India and also exploring the nearby countries. Hello Drew, so how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, as you are in India, what is the thing that you overall enjoy in India, including people, culture, and day-to-day life?
I've always really enjoyed, whenever I come to India, the hospitality dynamic, not just industry, but the way that people are very hospitable, interact with one another. No one's a stranger. That kind of feeling is always really fun. Obviously, the food here is some of the best I've ever had. India's really special to me. It's had a big impact on my life. I met my wife here while I was working here, so I always remember India for that too. These days also, we're noticing just how many young people there are that are coming up and moving into education and the workforce, and that's really exciting to see and watch and be a part of what's going to happen next with that too.
So Drew, as you have worked and visited a lot of countries, so as per your perspective, what is different or what India stands out for and what makes it different from the other countries that you have visited?
Sure. I think one of the biggest things that comes to my mind are the big cities, for instance, but even the smaller ones, where there's just kind of this constant churn. Everything's always running. People are always up and working all hours of the day. And there's just always that buzz of activity. And I feel like that's really unique from all the places that I've visited before. India's just always very active, no matter where I go. People are always on the move. They're always looking for that next thing, trying to figure out where they're going to move next, what's the next job, what's the next opportunity. And that's been something that's been really exciting to see, is the sudden, to me at least, a sudden sense of optimism and a sense of possibility that any of us could do anything. So let's figure out how can I make the most of my life, my time, my education, and things like that. So that's been neat to see.
So India has world's largest young population. So as per your perspective, what are the opportunities for youngsters that will be coming for 10 to 20 years?
India, as we know, biggest population in the world, and it's a young population. So I think that there is a big opportunity for sure for India to take full advantage of that by helping those students have a clear understanding of what is that process going to look like for them to move up into those new possibilities that are available to them. That's going to mean that really clear, good quality education, training on different things, even mentorship is going to be really critical to help those students that have really strong potential make the right next step so that their potential benefits them, their families, and the country as a whole too.
So Drew, a lot of students are looking to study abroad these days. What is your perspective on them studying abroad, exploring the opportunities abroad, and still trying to be connected to the Indian culture?
There's no denying that foreign opportunities to study, engage with culture, network, and get an actual education from outside of India, that there are a lot of benefits to that. There's a lot of great ways to study in India, but there's a lot of unique factors to studying outside of India also. So I would encourage them, look for opportunities to do that, see if that door opens for you, and if it does, take full advantage of it. Learn everything you can. When students study and go abroad, there's a lot to experience that's kind of fun and flashy, but there's also a lot to learn about culture and perspectives and different ways of thinking about things. So take full advantage of that, absorb everything you can, and then I'd also encourage them to ask the question, should I stay or should I come back, and bring those assets, those resources that I've learned and taken, and bring them back here to benefit my family, my community, my country as well.
So as you have shared that students should study and come back. So what is your context? Why are you saying this? And how can global education be used in India and India's growth?
Sure. Something that students should remember as they go is that one of the great things about India is that sense of duty, that sense of we should help one another, and that community mindset. And what we would never want is for students to go abroad and lose sight of that. We want students to go and see the different ways that they can bring a lot, not only into their own lives, but also bring a lot back to benefit their families, their communities, the country. So it's important to give back as people. We aren't supposed to just do everything for ourselves, but we should try to help others as well. And studying abroad is a great way to collect and gather a lot of valuable things from outside of India and find those things that they can bring back and use those for the benefit of others here too.
So, Drew, what role is EdLink playing in shaping the future of Indian students, and what will be the contributions of EdLink to make a Viksit Bharat by 2047?
Sure. We are doing our best to make doors that have already been opened previously by others even more available, more open for more students who have the capacity to go abroad and study and be a part of the global conversation and education process, and also to bring those assets back with them. Something that's very important to us is not just checking the boxes, but really trying to help prepare students and their families for what can be a tricky but often very rewarding process of exploring opportunities outside of India also. And we hope that students will really genuinely feel that desire to benefit their home as well, and that they would bring those things back, and all of that knowledge and that wealth of information and just the value of the exchange globally in the university context and research and things like that, that bringing those things back here only benefits the way that India is trying to continue moving forward as a fully developed community.
So India has a tradition of learning from Nalanda till today. So what does this legacy mean to you, and how do you think that youngsters can contribute to this legacy for today?
But yeah, Nalanda has a huge place in the history of education, and that still has ripple effect even until now. And we see that in our students when we interact with them, the respect that they have for teachers, the respect and the value that they do put on education along with their families too. And we do hope that our processes with them and the opportunities that we hope that we can help them connect with abroad will contribute to restoring and even strengthening that heritage of strong education in a way that benefits from the rest of the world and also gives back to the rest of the world too.
So what kind of talent or skill do you think India needs more? We need more of ISRO scientists, technology creators, or athletes, leaders. What is your perspective?
So we would say all of them are super important, both for balance in the culture and the economy, but also because all of the students we interact with are different and they have different strengths and giftings, and we want to help all of them use that to the maximum benefit. So we think it's really important to help guide them in that process and help them figure out what are the next steps to grow in those different ways, so that benefit, that FIDA, will be there not just for them, but for their families and for all of us.
In your opinion, what is one mindshift change that Indian students need to compete globally? And what should they start thinking or doing differently today?
So a big part of the Vikas that we're talking about, Viksit and the progress and everything, is going to be Vishwas. They need to believe in themselves more. I think that it's very common for students that we meet to believe in others, or a general sense that, yeah, anyone can do anything, but they exempt themselves from that sometimes. So we want students to feel even more confident in themselves and confident in the processes that are there to help them move forward. We don't want people to be prideful, but we do want them to believe that I can do it with the right help and the right tools and guidance. So that's where we do want to come in and help these very capable, very high potential students really bloom into their full capacity.
So finally, what is one message that you have for all the young students who are watching this video from small towns and cities?
Yeah, I would say I also come from a very small town of like maybe 2,000 people in the US. And I know what it's like to the first thing, just find out that the world exists and how many opportunities are out there. So I would just encourage them to not be intimidated by that, but to be excited about it, and to not always ask what's the 100th step from now, but what's the next step? What are the next couple steps I should take? And then push forward in those and see, maybe the next option, the next thing for you is nearby, maybe it's abroad. You don't know what the journey might look like and what the process might look like, but don't assume out the gate that because you're from a small town, you have to stay in a small town. Because you're here, you have to stay here. There's a lot of possibilities. So take the the next steps, look for help wherever you can find it and guidance, and keep pushing ahead.
Thank you so much, Dhruv, for answering all those questions. Thank you so much for being with us till the end of this video. I hope you really enjoyed the information about studying in the US. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, share and subscribe our channel so that you can stay connected with all the insightful information about studying abroad. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired and stay connected to your future.